I was not supposed to end up here. It's funny how God makes some moments in our lives go full circle. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be able to help people. As I was in my late teens, early 20s, I was chronically ill. I was tired. I was on a lot of prescriptions. And as more symptoms popped up, I started to get dismissed by my doctor more and more. Eventually, I had an asthma attack that kept me from my family for the holidays. My doctor told me, "You could go, but you'll spend the whole time in the hospital." And I was quietly losing faith that I would ever feel like myself again. This is the story of what changed and changed everything for me. And I'm sharing it because I know some of you are where I was. Maybe not the same exact symptoms, same exact story, but maybe you're chronically ill, exhausted, dismissed by your doctors, just want to feel healthy and energetic again. Maybe you're just not, you just know that you're not living the life you were meant to live. And that's what I'm here for. I want to share this story with you. Before I started my natural health journey, I was on a lot of medications. I had allergies, asthma, acid reflux, heart murmur. My allergies and asthma just kept getting worse and having to have stronger medications. I was always the first one to get sick if something came through. I would get sick in bed for days if I was overly stressed or booked my calendar too tight. I started to have a really strong pain in my heel, and my doctor was like, "Just keep taking more ibuprofen, it'll be fine." And I knew something was wrong. There's no way our bodies should be able to handle as much ibuprofen as I was taking at the time. One day, at the end of one of my regular appointments, as the nurse handed me my stack of prescriptions, she made an offhanded comment that said, "Huh, you're on more prescriptions than some of our 80-year-old patients. Have a great day. We'll see you at your next visit." And in that moment, it was like a time warp for me. If I'm already on that many medications, what's my life going to be like when I'm 80? Am I even going to make it till I'm 80? These were all serious concerns for me. And right about the same time as all of that was going on, my insurance changed where that stack of prescriptions was going to start costing me $1,300 every 3 months. And I know that's not a lot now for some people who are on a lot of prescriptions, but this was 20 years ago. So it was a lot for me just starting out at a college. I was wondering if I was ever going to be able to be a mom, if I'd be able to handle the stress of being a mom or physically able to be a mom, or what's worse, if I'd be able to be pregnant and still take all the medications that I was taking, or if I had to choose. I did not like the life that I was living at that time. And I had a medicine cabinet full of things that were supposed to help, and I still felt terrible. One day, I started losing feeling in my fingers on top of all of the other health challenges that I had. And a friend of mine was really trying to convince me to try a natural health route. And growing up wanting to be a doctor and from a family that was really close to Western medicine, I thought all the natural health practitioners out there were quacks and didn't think I could go that route. Eventually, I realized between the prescriptions, the pain in my heel, losing feeling in my fingers, nothing was improving the route that I was going, and I needed to try something new. So I finally went to this natural health practitioner, and after a year of going to her, my body felt amazing. I remember looking at her going, "Is this what it's like to actually feel healthy? I've never felt this way in my entire life." This practitioner scanned my body for things that blood tests alone couldn't check for. She was able to help me identify some food sensitivities, some foreign invaders, and work through a process that cleaned out my body and strengthened my body step by step. After a year of going to her, I felt amazing. And that's when I wanted to go be a natural health practitioner and help others. I never planned to do this. I just planned to feel better. But once I felt better, I couldn't keep it to myself. I had seen what was possible in my own body and knew that others needed to know that this option existed. I went to school, became a certified natural health professional, and started helping my friends and family. And through word of mouth, my practice started growing. But after some time, I realized that my clients were coming back to me with the same challenges over and over again, and I would have to restart them on the same supplements or the same healing process that we had already gone through. And I remember praying and asking the Lord, I feel like I'm just handing out natural medicine and covering up the symptoms and not actually getting to the root. And I remember asking the Lord to help me identify what I was missing and how to help my clients actually heal at the root. That moment was transformational for me and my practice and my clients' lives. I started realizing that we had only been working on the physical portion of their body, and God created us as whole beings. Our emotions and our mind, they play a huge role in our physical health. I also had a little moment of time where I started to feel like God was the ultimate healer, and what business do I have trying to help others heal? But eventually I realized that we're not all at a place of perfect faith where we can receive that healing on our own. And God gifted me with a talent to help others identify ways to make their bodies stronger, to dig deeper in their faith, and to calm their mental state so that they can actually heal too. From that moment, I created the Root to Fruit method, which is a whole body approach at helping your body heal at the root and create lasting change. This framework involves a nourished body where we walk through healthy digestion, healthy eating, healthy practices to help your physical body to heal. It involves a peaceful life, learning different techniques and strategies to calm the stress in our lives and calm our nervous system, and also a rooted identity in the Lord to help make it all come together and stick, and to realize that the Lord is our lasting healer. Now I help faith-filled families heal at the root in their body, in their lifestyle, and in their walk with the Lord. Because I know from the inside out, when all three roots are addressed together is when lasting change occurs. If any part of my story sounds familiar to you, I want you to know that healing's possible for you too. It was possible for me, and I had been sick for many, many years. So fill out the quiz in the description below and find out what root might need a little extra help in your life. And then also subscribe so we can keep walking this together. Leave a comment below and tell me what brought you here today and if there's anything in my story that resonates with you. I genuinely want to know. And if you're not sure where your own healing needs to start, I've got a free quiz in the description below. Takes 3 minutes and gives you a real starting point.